Hello. Let's try this again. Hi. This damn microphone doesn't want to stay. Pain in my butt. Why am I whispering? It's not that late. Hey, hello everyone. Cool. That's weird. Whoop. 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 Hi. This is PS3. It says in the title. I think it should. So this is basically Los Angeles. It's the pollution part. Whoop. So what's up? Oh, dude, Skate 3, I remember that. Yeah, I don't have it with me. I mean, I could download the demo. That was a pretty fun game.
Hey, skater, got a minute?
So I busted out the old skateboard. When I was hanging out with Ben a few days ago. And it's good stuff. Good exercise. I've had the damn thing in my car for like 6 months since I moved here. 7 months. And I haven't like used it like once for more than like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, there's videos of me skating. I don't know if there's any online anymore. There used to be quite a few on my old channel. I don't think anyone would give a crap to see me skate. You haven't skated since high school? Time to get back on that piece of wood. Time to get wood. Yeah, land it. Hey, Bill, what's up? You skate every day? Hell yeah. Skate or die? Well, I mean, I'm pretty good at dying, but you've seen a picture of me standing on a skateboard? I know there's a picture of me handstanding on a skateboard. Strangely enough, there's not a whole lot of amazing places to skate. At least in the valley in LA. I mean, it's too much traffic. Back east was actually nice because you had small towns like this. Oh, Missed the ramp. Somehow. Again. You've broken an arm, tweaked an ankle. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've been lucky enough to never have broken anything. And I was stupid on this thing when I was a kid. I used to sketch on the back of my friend's car. And we used to go up and down this one street. And the hill was huge, and we used to try to make it up in one go. Like, we'd let go at the bottom of the hill and try to go all the way back up. We must have gone about, I don't know how fast we went, at least probably about 50 miles an hour. At least. And I remember one time I went too fast. So, and there's really no way to stop, and there's no real way to get off your board and stop when you're going that fast. So I went down the hill too fast, and I remember there was like cars and stuff coming. And I'm like, oh fuck. So I just threw myself into like the side, which is like just grass. I like rolled like across like 2 or 3 neighbors like yards, front yards. I just like rolled. I didn't break anything, but I got scraped up pretty good. I've gotten away with way too much skateboarding. Yeah, basically yards. It's not yards as in just like, oh, 12 yards. It's yards as in like 3 entire front lawns. My board was like somewhere. It was the only way I could like stop without killing someone or hitting a car. And there's so many ways to stop on a skateboard. Bailing and jumping off is, you know, another way to do it on the street, but had I done that going that fast, I probably would have just gone face first into something. Going at 50 miles an hour, that would not be fun. So I figured, well, grass will be soft, right? Well, soft enough. Hey, yes, Samantha. Oh, Thug Pro. Yeah, Thug Pro, like, has bits of this map, but it's from the PS2 version, which sucks. The PS2 version of this game is awful. The only last, like, the last good Tony Hawk PS2 game was American Wasteland. The rest of them after that were ports of these games, and this is on PS3. So the levels didn't come from the PS3 versions. That'd be nice, but it didn't. You can hear me as a kid in a bowling alley in the PS2 version of this game, and PSP version of the game. In the PS3 version, if you guys have the PS2 or PSP version of the game, go around here, and there's a bowling alley, like, right in this corner, in between the school entrance and Cheesy Steve's. It's, like, right here. And there's one lonely kid inside that's just standing there. And when you knock the kid down, he just starts yelling, like, at the player. But it's not in this version. It was something they were able to squeeze in to the crappy ports of the game. My friend who worked on the audio. So, yeah, there's a couple of lines of me just going, I don't need this crap, and all that good stuff. Yeah, the PSP version is really bad. I played it anyway, but it was rough. I would have, like, killed to have been, like, a proper Tony Hawk game. I don't even count that. Like, there's a PS2 port. Nobody played that. It's funny because Ben is everywhere in this game. He's one of the random skaters that just goes like, oh, cool! And he's like the old dude at the fun park. He's like, I'm too old for this! And he's the intro dude in the beginning of the game. And he's also Eric Sparrow in Tony Hawk's Underground. Oh, I would so kill for another game like this. Oh, Neversoft. Yeah, Eric Sparrow. He was a turd burglar. Here we go. Take two. Shit. Woo! Oh, saw that coming. Wrong button. Oh yeah, like all the PS2 ones. The PS1 and PS2 Tony Hawk games were amazing. And the only one that was really any good for PS3 and 360 was this one. Proving Ground? Oh, Ben was also the player character voice in Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. I just found out recently. We popped in the game and he's like, wait a minute, that's my voice. I'm like, wait a minute. You're the protagonist voice in this one? And the antagonist? Eric Sparrow? Jesus, dude, you're all over these games. Neversoft loved Ben, apparently. But that game wasn't really all that great. This is the only one that was good for PS3. But it was so fun. The soundtrack's really good too, but I can't play it on the YouTubes, or at least not certain tracks. Plus it's kind of late and I don't really want to talk over music. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, American Wasteland's on 360, that's right too. I had to play American Wasteland on 360 because the PS2 version, I had the special edition or whatever, that had like the pre-order stuff, and I guess something weird happened to the disc, so the game broke and I could never finish the game. That version of the game is glitched. It's a rare version, so no one really caught this, but most people play the standard. The special edition, you couldn't finish, the game was broke, so I had to buy it on 360, and I'm like, okay. So I did, and was able to actually complete the game, which was nice. After like 4 years of having it and not being able to. It was a good game. But it was still on the old game engine. The only thing that came with that version was like, I think it was like an exclusive level or like an exclusive board or character. Oh wait, no, it was exclusive characters and the box was different. and it was like a GameStop thing. And if you pre-ordered it, you got it for, it was like a free upgrade. But the free upgrade, because it was a PS2, so all the changes were on the disc itself. There were no actual downloads for PS2. So they just, something got messed up on that disc version, and you could never complete the game, which sucks. And I wasn't about to buy another copy of the game on PS2. I was like, fuck it. Oh, dude, proper backwards compatibility on the PS4 would be freaking orgasmic. And I'm not talking about, like, rebuy the game on PSN. No, after the PS Now crap they put us through, I want to be able to put in a damn disc, PS1 game, PS2 game even, at least, and play it. Just like Xbox. And find a way to do that with PS3 games. And Sony will have completely won me back. I'm so sick of this crap. Nah, PS3 is not hard to play. Actually, this game on the Xbox, I had this game on the Xbox 360 because it wasn't out on PlayStation 3 yet. And the Xbox 360 version was technically better because it had online play. The PS3 version did not, because PlayStation Network wasn't around yet during the time they ported this. It was too new. The game was too new anyway. Which is also why this game has no trophies or anything like that. But the 360 version was harder to play because you play with the D-pad in games like this, not the joystick. At least you should, for precision. I can't play this very well with the joystick at all. And with the 360 controller, you guys remember how god-awful the D-pad was, right? It was basically one big button that leaned in 4 different directions. Well, 8 different directions, I guess. 12 different? Whatever. Either way, it was kind of crap. The D-pad sucked on the 360. There we go. Woo! Purchase a game on PS3 and it's on PS4 and you can't play it? Well, I bought this Dynasty Warriors game for PS3, and it said it was available on PS4. It wasn't, and it said it was available on PS Vita, and it wasn't. However, the DLC for the game was available on Vita, so I have no idea what that was about. Maybe in Japan, and they just forgot to remove that stuff, because the game itself doesn't exist, at least in English. Maybe the Japanese version does, who knows. Oh, you don't have a 360? Oh god. I can't even describe it. It was so bad you would really just have to use it yourself. Yeah, go ahead, follow me on Twitter. It's at Casey the VA. It's also in the description. Yeah, the D-pad was, yeah, it really, the only way I can describe it is it was really just one button. It wasn't an actual D-pad. It was just it was a hard button. It was like a thick plastic button that was not soft in the slightest, and there's zero precision on it. So playing the game, you had to play with the joystick on the 360, which really hindered a lot of your, like, skill. Ugh, I used to be unstoppable in this game. Every time I would play, people would try to kick me out. Because they thought I was cheating. Because at the end of, like, Trick Attack and stuff, they'd just get, like, a few 100,000 points, and I'd be, like, scoring in the 5-6 millions in one combo, and they're like, okay, yeah, cheater, kick out. I'm like, no. I'm not cheating. I just play this game way too much. Awesome. Yeah. Knocking everybody over. Oh yeah, Pro Skater 3 was amazing as well. I mean, it was revolutionary, dude. God, it was practically, I don't know if it wasn't a launch title, but it was close to it. It was the reason I got a PS3, or PS2. It was GTA 3 and Pro Skater 3, my first two games. And that's all I needed, man. Those two games was like, those two games were the most amazing thing at the time. And Pro Skater 3 had network play. How insane is that shit? For 2001? I should have landed that. Come on. Whoa! I wasn't supposed to get that high. Yeah, Thug Pro is cool, but it's only on PC, and I don't know. I like it, I like what they did with it, but it still feels limited. It still feels very limited, and it's only on PC, which does suck to me. If I could play it proper... on like a TV, on like a PlayStation preferably, oh god, it'd be amazing. I guess you could modify the shit out of an existing PS2 game, like whatever engine I think it uses, which would probably be Thug 2 if I'm not mistaken. I only played it a little bit, but pretty sure, yeah, it uses Thug 2 because the character creation was the same. Well, Thug Pro is it's kind of a mishmash. It's a fan-made project, and it combines a crap ton of levels from Pro Skater 1 all the way up to Project 8, which is this one. Aw, Dennis. I could never get the hang of skating games. It was like watching a walrus try to skate. Aw. I'm sure we weren't that bad. So like that right there, I wouldn't be able to do that on the Xbox because the D-pad didn't give you the capability of that. And you need that like precision to be able to do those flips and those spins like this. Like, when you go from Tony Hawk's Underground and Thug 2 and American Wasteland, and then you go to this, like, it can seem boring, and I finally kind of get what people mean by that, but it was totally experimental. I was really just more blown away by, like, the gameplay, the animations, and the sound. These Especially for 2006. It was insanely good. This game needs more guns. Yeah, I remember you. Of course. You were all PC in the 2000s. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Slackers. Slackers. Bill, this game has multiplayer on the Xbox version, but not on the PlayStation version, which is what I'm using. I wish it did. 'Cause I would be online right now, playing with any random people. Oh yeah. Yeah, the 360 D-pad was awful. I mean, nobody ever used it for any other game, really. Except for, like, press up on the D-pad to switch your weapon, that's it. It's like, okay, that's fine. Because everybody played FPS games and stuff like Halo. Call of Duty or whatever. Like, that was basically mainly Xbox's bread and butter, first-person shooters. Which, yeah, the controller was good for. Woohoo! Oh snap! I remember the first time I did a dark slide in real life. I was so excited until I saw the grip tape of my board, and I'm like, fuck! You broke your Fallout 4 on Xbox One after installing Elm the Cartographer? Why? Does that break the game? That sucks. I can assure you Casey Kessler doesn't. She's a free-to-use companion and she kicks a whole bunch of dick. And she's voiced by me. Yeah, PlayStation Network wasn't a thing when this game came out. So... I mean, I could probably play this on the... I don't know if this game's backwards compatible on the Xbone. But, I can have that version sent to me. And try playing it online. But... I don't have a 360 here. Nor do I want one. Ah! My real name is Casey Mongelo, and I'm a voice actor for video games and cartoons. And sometimes anime, which still falls under animation. This game isn't backwards compatible yet on Xbox One? That's really crappy. Huh. I'm surprised. Precision, bitches! Oh, that was close. You played the PSP and PS2 versions of this game on an emulator and you heard my voice. And you're like, wait, do I know this person? Yeah. Yeah, I just had a couple of lines as like a screaming kid in the bowling alley when you go in the bowling alley and you knock over this teenager and he's just like, ah, time for this crap or something like that. I just got to do a couple of yells, which is nice. So I technically got to be in a Tony Hawk game, but it's not like a legit thing. It wasn't, no one played the damn PS2 versions and PSP versions. And of course it was uncredited because it was something that was kind of snuck in there by my friend. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll put you in there. I'm like, cool! Because at that time I just, like, started doing voice acting. I was only in, like, 2 games at that time. Yeah, the one in Philly is Proving Ground, and that game was even worse. For this system and for PS2, it's pretty horrible. Whoop. Yeah. It's so satisfying. I love it. I love that shit. Oh, there was Ben. Nice one! Yeah. Oh yeah, the voice mod that I made, the voice pack I made for Skyrim, yeah. Yep. I'm surprised that a lot of people actually use that. There's like a lot of people that play Skyrim using my voice as their player character. It's really cool. I didn't expect anyone to actually do it, but it kind of blew up. Yeah, trophies weren't around when this game came out either. Trophies weren't a thing yet. PlayStation were like, oh, we don't need trophies. And then everybody's like, well, give us achievements. Xbox has them, why don't you? So they added it. They added in trophy support for certain games. Certain games had them patched in, like an Uncharted. But a lot of games still didn't have it. Like, I think Resistance Fall of Man didn't have them yet. I know Full Auto 2 didn't have trophies. Enchanted Arms didn't have trophies. This game didn't have it. Elder Scrolls Oblivion didn't have trophies. And they were never patched in for those games. Yeah, honestly, if this game had trophies, I know the game had achievements. This game had achievements on 360, and I got most of them. I got pretty much all of them except for being in the #1 spot. Because no matter what I did, despite like achieving gold in every single thing in this game, I still couldn't get spot 1. So I don't know what I was missing. I must have just missed like a. Maybe I was supposed to do something in a certain order. I don't know. But, I got pretty much all of the achievements except for, like, 1 or 2 or something like that. Oh, yeah. Saints Row 2 didn't have trophies either. You're right. Yep. I don't know if they were patched into Saints Row 2. I doubt they were. Yeah, a lot of people don't remember that, a lot of people don't remember that, PS3 games didn't have this stuff out of the box back then. It didn't become a mandatory thing until they changed the box, which is the end of 2009, early 2010, when they changed like the style from having it like as that Spider-Man font to like the one that we're all used to now. So that's when it became mandatory in games. So it took them a good few years for it to become mandatory. Rainbow Six Vegas didn't have trophies. Rainbow Six Vegas 2 didn't have trophies. And that was up until 2008. So they wanted to do something different with trophies by adding special little things within PlayStation Home. Unfortunately, that never came to pass. And it had something to do with like licensing issues with having certain games in the same room and stuff, or something stupid like that. It's actually kind of interesting to play this game and read the comments too. I'm playing most of this game in the corner of my eye. Can you tell? Is it on my Xbox Live account, the one you have now? Well, this game was never sold digitally, but I'm sure the achievements are still there on Xbox. Yeah, the PC port of Saints Row 2 I heard was awful. I haven't checked out Nebula lately, but I heard it's really good. I haven't even, like, turned on my PS4 in a long while. It's been almost a month. Wait, there's a disc-breaking glitch in the game. Wait, shit, hold on. There's a disc-breaking glitch in the game. If you activate it, they say you see a figure, and a few seconds after your game freezes. In what game? This? Oh, Saints Row 2. That's weird. Huh. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to play games. Honestly, haven't really been playing many games at all, which is weird. So I'm just basically just playing PS3 from time to time because it's a really small, compact system. At least I have like the white top loader one, which is super small and super lightweight. Everything else is kind of like unplugged and stuff right now. But haven't had a lot of time. Am I going to Dallas? Don't know if I'm gonna go through with extended boot camp. I'm probably just gonna do basic training. But I've been working on a new anime show, which is gonna be announced in a week. Oh, am I going to a convention in Dallas? No. I usually don't go to conventions. I don't really reach out to them to be invited. But if you want me to go to a convention that you go to, if you guys go to a certain convention and you want me to make an appearance and talk about voice acting and stuff, I'm happy to do that. All you have to do is write to the convention that you want me to show up at, and it'll be a done deal. Well, hopefully a done deal. Oh, crap. Got a black PS2 Slim, just missing the power cord. Oh, power cords are universal, dude. You can find that anywhere. Hell, the same power cord for PS1, PS2, and PS3, and PS4. They all work the same. Oh wait, no, I lied. PS2 Slim had a different one, I think. It had the 8 volt instead of the regular plug. I never had a PS2 Slim, so I only like used my brother's once. Do I have problems in SF? San Francisco? In the Air Force, I'm gonna be probably reserves. I'm not gonna be full-time. Unless they need me to be. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But we'll find out. How long did it take me to beat this game? My first time? Oh god. Probably about 3 days. I got an Xbox 360 just for this game. And I played it religiously. Hell yeah, the fat PS2 is awesome. I like the top loaders though because it's classic and they're really, really small. I want to get a a small PS2 top loader, just so I can play the Tony Hawk Underground games again, and I'm going to play it with Ben. And we might even stream it a little bit, just to be like, yo, old school. So that's really mainly what I know Ben from, is this series. He's done a lot of things, but I don't really watch a lot of anime, and I don't really watch a lot of TV shows. I only really knew him from this game and Codename Kids Next Door, but streaming this one with him would be pretty sweet. Because apparently he used to play the game too, and I'm like, oh, cool, okay, then you're familiar with the game at least. I've never played the Xbox version of Underground, nor the GameCube version, but I don't know if they look or play any differently. I can't imagine they do. I know the audio for the GameCube was more compressed. My friend told me, but I don't know. Ever been hit with a board? Yeah, Ben was, what, number 1 and number 2? Yeah, for the Air Force, it's something like a week or 2 of training, and like, even if I'm on reserves and I'm doing local, I'm fine with that, because they're probably not going to need me. But I'm still really pissed that our president claims that people like me shouldn't serve, and seeing people who don't serve and some who do both say that they side with Trump is like, yeah, screw you, I'm joining. Yeah, the voice actor for number 1 and number 2 in Codename Kids Next Door is also a bunch of the characters in like the Tony Hawk series, so yeah, he's the guy I was hanging out with for the last like week. And I'll be hanging out with him again soon, I'm sure. He's the one I've been working out with. We both, we were just like hanging out and stuff, and I forget that not everybody has a super fast metabolism like me, so we're just like eating food like burgers and pizza and like going for like coffee runs, and we even got candy one night because we were just playing Mafia 3, which is a game that him and his dad are in. So we were playing that, and we were just like eating junk food, and he put on like a few pounds, and I didn't really gain shit. And he's like, all right, you're working out, I'm gonna work out too. Because his girlfriend, Heather, and she's super amazing, she started to work out too. She's doing like Pilates and stuff or whatever, and which is like, I think, core exercises, and I'm exercising too, and he feels like totally left out. He's like, all right, I'm gonna bust out the old equipment. Ben is super awesome. Ben and Heather both are like the coolest people I know out here. Definitely some of the coolest people I know out here. And seriously, like, a huge help out here. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be front lines because I'm not doing Army, I'm not doing military. It's the Air Force, which is... Like, I've done some of the training scenarios, the simulators, and it's really just doing things like coordinating strikes and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be flying, you know, they wouldn't be throwing me into a freaking airplane saying, okay, go. But I'm very, very good with computers, and I have, like, really good precision. And, I don't know where they'd put me, but I remember the Army, yeah, I think it was the U.S. Army that tried to recruit me when I was, about 14. And they got my name down and everything, and they turned our gym class into like, a mini boot camp course. And I was the only one, me and this one kid. You know what's funny? Me and this one other kid ended up actually completing boot camp, at least that little course they set up. and we both ended up being trans. So in your faces, bitches. But they try to recruit us, and me especially, because they're like, oh, you're really good with computers. Like, what do you know how to do on a computer? And I told them everything I know how to do, and they're like, that's insane for a 14-year-old. do you want to go in the army? I'm like, not really. And, you know, this is, of course, right after 9/11, so recruitment numbers were really high. Was I 13? 2001? Yeah, I was probably 13, yeah. Really young. Your voice is so chill, like I'm watching a TV show with commentary about how the show is made over the top of it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm super chill. I literally just took a nap. I just woke up. And I checked the poll I had on my Twitter, and I'm like, what game should I play? And this one actually won. So, here I am playing it. This is a fun, chill game to just play and talk to you guys with. If I'm playing... there's a lot of other games I could play, but it's not nearly as fun because I can't pay attention to the chat. So this is such a fun do whatever goes. And I know a lot of history with this series, and I know a lot of people that worked on it, so... do I have any friends who did voice acting for Persona 5? Many of them. In fact, my friend Xander was the protagonist. My friend Erin Fitzgerald was also in, like, Persona 5 and the earlier ones as well. And I just was on her radio show a few days ago. So if you follow her on Twitter, I don't know her Twitter. I know she changed it once because she had an impersonator problem, but... you can hear me talking about my experiences being trans and whatnot on her radio show called Love Is On The Air. But yeah, she was in Persona, and she was also Naz and one of the Kanker sisters in Ed, Edd n Eddy. She's in a bunch of stuff. She's really good. She's super talented. Fun chick. Totally crazy, but super, super, super awesome. Yeah, Trump is a little bitch for not letting, or at least claiming that trans people can't serve. It's funny because like the U.S. Armed Forces basically were like, yeah, no such meeting ever took place. He's full of shit. Trans people can serve, according to us. It's like, yo, in your face, you orange fuckwit. Yeah, it was, I believe it was a podcast. It was the last second thing, and she's like, hey, wanna do this radio show with me? I'm like, sure. I think it was a podcast, but it was done in a radio station in, like, Burbank. So I went down to Burbank, and I expected it to just be like a podcast in someone's house or something, but it was like, it was down this street, and there was just a bunch of radio stations, and I'm like, oh shit, this is like a actual studio for this stuff, so. I'm used to like voice acting booths. That's like my home, but this was like a radio kind of setup. It was a little bit different. It's pretty cool. But they want to have me back on the show, so I'm gonna be back sometime in August. Sometime this month, hopefully. I don't know if it was like, if it gets broadcast on terrestrial radio, like locally. I have no idea. I think it might? I have no clue. Yeah, the blonde Kanker sister. Was that Marie? Was that Lee? No, Lee was the one where her eyes were covered. Was it May Kanker? What was the blonde one? I can't remember. But yeah, the thing about Trump is like that motherfucker dodged having to serve and lied like 5 times. He dodged a draft 5 times and had excuses like, oh, I have bad feet. Okay. I thought you had the greatest feet. Huge feet. If someone who actively avoided serving doesn't get to say shit. I don't care if you're the so-called president. I really don't like the guy. None of us really do. You know what? I was willing to give him a chance in November. And then it was just fuck up after fuck up. And recently he said that LGBT people are no longer covered under, was like the Civil Rights Act or something like that, discrimination. So basically it's like, yeah, it's totally fine to discriminate. I'm saying it now, it's fine to discriminate. Like, no, fuck you, you orange buffoon. Yeah, if Obama had a 3rd term, that'd be amazing. Look, I was not a huge fan of Hillary Clinton, but I would take her over this shit any day. Imagine if Obama did half the shit. That Trump's done so far. Like, imagine if Obama called the White House a dump. People were freaking out because he didn't wear a tie in the Oval Office in one photograph. Oh, he didn't wear a tie, it's disrespectful. Yet, Trump is literally like, this place is a crap shoot, it's a dump. It's a real dump. It's like, oh, but that's fine though. No, it ain't. You prick. Yeah, it's the middle of the night. I kind of like doing these little streams like this. I'm actually trying to find like a side job so I could just like take care of dogs and stuff like that, like dog sit and whatnot. In the meantime, with my spare time. Because I've booked 8 jobs since I moved out here at the beginning of this year, but it's still tough to pay the bills, so I'm like, cool. And I see like people streaming and making money doing it, and I'm like, how the hell do people do that? People on YouTube and Twitch and stuff just make like insanely stupid amounts of money. Just I want like just a couple $100 a month just for like gas and helping with rent. Jesus. I don't know how people do this. I had to buy like new equipment and did a donation drive, and we did one on one of Curb's streams, and people actually donated like a total of, it was like 85 bucks we raised, and I was able to like get new equipment. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. But that's like a donation drive, you know what I mean? That was for like a reason. This is just like, I'd like to just stream and like make a few bucks doing it, but how the hell do you, how do people do that besides, you know, clickbait, which I'm not doing that. It's stupid. And I mean, if I had no soul, I'd be very wealthy, but I can't stoop to that level. I'm too honest for that. I'm too good-natured for that. Whoa.
Is that all you got?
Can I take some?
Yeah, I had a sponsor once. In fact, my network was supposed to be sponsoring me. They don't do a damn thing. They just take half of whatever I make on YouTube, which isn't much to begin with. It's like, cool, I made 20 bucks a month. Cool, they get like 11 of it or something like that. It's like, dude, I can't even get gas money from YouTube. It's like, it's kind of not a waste of time because I like to do it. I like to just hang out like this and chat with you guys. But it would also be nice to make a few freaking bucks on that, so I don't have to worry so much. Yeah, I miss our old president too. I miss the crap out of Obama. Oh, well, you know what, Chaotic? Maybe what I can do is I do have a Patreon. I just don't really promote it because no one ever uses it. But I forgot that you can have levels of donation, but maybe I can send out, like, prints of my characters and stuff that are signed. Or maybe, like, if someone donates, like, $100, I can get a copy of, like, Red Dead or something and sign that. I don't know, like, you know, if they donate something, then I could spend a little bit, give them a bit of a reward. I don't know, but I want to do something cool. Flaggate? I don't even know what that is. I haven't even been on YouTube in like well over a month. I haven't been paying any attention to any of that crap. Oh, whoa! I just ended up in a ramp. Whoa! I've become one with the ramp. No one has ever seen the inside of this before. You guys are the first to ever see this. Shit. Crap. That was weird.
Whoa! Whoa!
Prince of characters, special merch, maybe being able to play a game with you. That's true too. I guess I could do something like that. It's something that I should do as an entertainer and as somebody who puts himself, someone who is a public figure, so to speak. I'm not famous, but a lot of people know who I am. And I don't hold myself up on any kind of pedestal. In my mind, I'm like not special at all. So when I'm like, yeah, donate and I'll play a game with you, it makes me feel like I'm just being a pompous douche. But it's just the way it's done, I guess, now. Aha, perfect. That was nice. Perfect. Sweet. Specific chat emotes on YouTube? What I need to do is get sponsored by, like, a game company. My friend from EA has hooked me up with a couple of copies of games, so I'm sure maybe I can get something in with EA, but... Oh yeah, going through the school on the skateboard. Yeah, the PS Home game. Oh god, was it like Clearasil or something like that? I remember that. It was kind of fun. I never got to play the Red Bull one. I always wanted to. Apparently that one was actually really well done. and played like a Tony Hawk game within PS Home, which would have been sweet. Hello, Face Puncher. Get sponsored by Bethesda? Yeah, that'll never happen. I could probably get my friends at Obsidian. I mean, I'm friends with Obsidian, and they're super, super cool. I could probably get them to, like, retweet something of mine. But I'm gonna be on their stream later on sometime this year. They're doing a 24-hour charity stream, so I'm gonna be heading over to their studios and hanging out with them during that. That's about it as far as, like, sponsorship goes, or, like, partnership. Because it's not really a partnership, it's really just, like, sure, I'll help out. And in return, I might get, like, a few followers on Twitter, who knows. Rockstar 2? I've been friends with them since I was 13. But they've changed a lot as a company, and I don't know if they would... I know they're really focusing on, like, Twitch streamers and YouTubers and stuff that have, like... that are kind of clickbaity and just have a lot of followers. And that's really what they like to have on their streams. I was a guest on their stream, I think, once during the Red Dead event. The GTA 5 Red Dead throwback event. I mean, I've been to their offices many times. They're super cool about that stuff, but... I played the Undertale theme on the last Tony Hawk stream. I play the Undertale theme on the piano in this game. It's really hard to do. Except to jump from key to key and you don't know where the hell you're gonna actually land. I mean, I'm working on a couple of indie games at the moment I can't talk about. I just auditioned for another indie game. One that actually has a big following already. It's been in development for a few years. I've auditioned for it before, but like years ago, but I just auditioned for another character like yesterday. Or was it this morning? No, it was this morning I auditioned for it. So if I get to be in that game, I could probably do some kind of stream with the guys that made that game. Oh. Honestly, I just wish Neversoft was still around. Do another Tony Hawk game. I'd have a shot at being in it. And I'm sure they'd be a lot of fun to stream with. And their studio is like 10 minutes away, or it would have been 10 minutes away from like where I live. One of my neighbors here worked at Neversoft. The only way I can tell is because his car is decked out with Neversoft stuff, and like they have like a license plate cover thing that says like Neversoft. I'm like, dude, you don't get that stuff unless you worked there. And being so close it is to, or how close this place is to their studio, I'm just gonna put two and two together and say it's an ex-employee. I've done one Ubisoft game. It was the sequel to The Ship, and Ubisoft completely ruined that franchise to the point it actually put Outer Light out of business. So, not a huge fan of them. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Rainbow Six Vegas. but that's about it. Do I have a comfort zone in what I voice act? Male, female, young, old? Cute, surely. I really will do anything, because I'm able to. So, a game just came out that I'm in. It came out on mobile and PC like a few days ago called Crusaders of Light. I play like 5 characters in that game. It's a MMORPG. It's free to play, so you guys can hear me in it right out of the box, I'm sure. And a bunch of our friends are in it. Chris Neozy's in it too. Herbifer. And I voiced like a male character. I voiced like I voiced male and female characters in that game, as well as like beast characters. So, and like some have accents and some don't. Some are old, some are young. So, you're never gonna actually hear like. You're not gonna hear my normal voice in that game, like the way I'm talking now. You're not gonna hear me just normal. I do all these different voices in that game. So, there's a few of those games I've done recently, and I'm everywhere as far as like character gender and character style and accents and stuff like that. So you might hear me and you might not even know it. Casey of the 100 voices. Including the very tired one. I've never played Gun. But the person who put my voice in the PS2 and PSP versions of this game, of Project 8, also worked on Gun, and he was always like, you gotta play Gun, and I'm like, maybe someday. I never ever got around to it. Yeah, I don't know where the hell to find it. You'd have to go on Erin Fitzgerald's Twitter or Facebook or something. I'm sure she'll post it. They want to have me back on the show along with like some other famous trans people, and just like have a discussion and hanging out and stuff like that. I'm like, this is cool. I'm down with that. Could be fun. If Obsidian ever does another Fallout game, do I think I'd voice act any characters? I'd hope so. I'd hope I'd get to be somebody. Even if it's really small. Just to be like, dude, I'm in one of Obsidian's Fallout games. It'd be sick. That would be really neat to me. For sure. I don't even care who I would play.
I never forgot him. I did it all.
There's a lot of games I'm in, and there's a lot of games that I'm not exactly stoked to be a part of. But Fallout would be one of them, where I'm very excited. I'd be very stoked. Yeah, I've been skating since I was a little kid. Since my age was in the single digits. And I used to be sponsored by this old label. Old brand of skateboards called Community Boards. It was pretty short-lived, but I never broke anything. I probably should have, because I was really, really, really stupid. I used to jump like rooftops and stuff. I really thought I was invincible back then. Apparently I am. You're afraid of skating? Oh, you don't want to hurt yourself? And that was Ben again. I have not played Rainbow Six Siege. I don't even know if it's any good. Vegas was the last one I really played. Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2. And I remember they were gonna do like it was like a third one, and it kind of became like Rainbow Six Patriots, and that got canceled. And it started off, I remember the like E3 video for it like 10 years ago almost probably. There was some like terrorist attack on a bridge or something like that, and it was really kind of fear-mongery. So I'm kind of glad they scrapped that. Oh god, I remember CSGO. I used to just play 1.6 and Source a lot as a kid. Same thing with Day of Defeat. Yeah, Day of Defeat, DOD. It was a really old World War II PvP game. It was really just team. There's no story or anything. It was just like, there's some allies, there's some Axis, go at it. It was basic. It was fun. I never played Source. I never bought that. I never bought the Source version of that game. I played it once. It was weird. It's weird, like, Counter-Strike Source, Counter-Strike translated over really well in the Source engine, but I didn't feel like Day of Defeat did as much. A video of me breaking a skateboard over my head when I was about 16, 17. It's on my old YouTube channel. Probably put it on private because I didn't want anyone to see me acting like a stupid kid. Nah, dude, Hitler's a bitch. Hitler was a bitch. And he went out like a bitch, too. Just saying. Just stating facts. Do I like GTA 5? I do. I haven't played online in a long time. I'm not really a huge fan of the direction online has gone in the last couple years. Between the clickbait bullshit and a lot of these, like, I don't know, DLC updates, just updates for them that just seem kind of pointless at this point. It's a money grab for shark cards, and I don't really like that very much. I liked when they were actually, like, trying to improve the game, rather than just forcing shark cards on people. I don't like that very much. What is famous fix? I don't even know what that is. Got a few things in the wasteland you might be interested in, Scaver. You interested? Outstanding. Whoa. Yep. Chaotic, I completely fucking agree. GTA Online just became an ever-growing disappointing lust for shark cards and clickbait fodder. Pretty much. And an endless amount of Instagram accounts that are like, click here for free GTA Online fun bucks. Okay. I've had so many fake Rockstar Games profiles follow me on Twitter. It's like, yeah, I know Rockstar Games. They follow me, I follow them. The real one. Not like RSG_ free cash. And they're like, we're really Rockstar Games. Really? Come follow us. Like, no, fuck off. Let me see, hold on. Let me check out Famous Fix real quick. I don't know what that is. Well, the online stuff used to actually be in single player in the PS3 version. But they removed that. Oh, weird. Famous Fix. Yeah, it's got an old picture of me. I look more like I look in my Wikipedia page now. Let's see. That's so weird. It only has one thing listed? What is this site? So there's a website called Behind the Voice Actors, and they like refuse to update my picture for some reason. And even deleted my comment. There's like an entire comments section on Behind the Voice Actors. This is a link to it. If you guys want to register and say hi, go ahead and do it. There's even a poll for like, what's your... It only has like a couple of things I've done on there. It doesn't even list like anything that I've done. Except for like Zetman and a couple of random things, but... My IMDb is the one that I actually show people, because it actually shows shit that I'm in. And it's not controlled by idiots. I sent them a message, and I'm like, hey, could you please change my picture to this? And they're like, I'll run it by the team. If they like the picture, we'll update it. Like, what do you mean if you like the picture? This is what I look like now. It's like, either update the picture or remove it entirely, idiot. Whatever. Well, if Shark Cards are making Take-Two all that much money, then I don't want to see any bullshit about Take-Two games being on the strike list, the union strike. If they're making that much money, they can cough up a little tiny bit extra for the voice actors. Just agree to the new deal, you buttlicks. Please, just so we can get on with our lives. Yeah, not Ben and not Casey. Yeah. I don't really update my website much because I don't think anyone really goes there much. People usually just find me on... It's really just Twitter and, honestly, it's just Twitter and... IMDb. Why is Rockstar blocking single-player DLC content... or multiplayer content from single-player? Well, it used to be when a car was added in the PS3 and 360 versions... In case you couldn't buy it online, it would be available for free in the story mode, single player. But they did away with that on the PS4 and Xbox One and PC. Because they made it so, well, if you can't afford it, tough shit. You don't get to play it at all then. So you can't get those vehicles in single player. Even if you buy them in online. That was what I did for the PS3 version when I couldn't buy something. I'm like, oh, cool. I mean, I bought what I could on PS3, but if I couldn't, then I would just try it out in single player. It would automatically be added to the garage. Just actually one of the reasons I kind of prefer the classic original version of GTA 5, because it was before it was taken over by this, whatever it is now. You found me because it was suggested under Fallout 4 Live and voice actors. Huh. Failed? I fucking did it. Not my fault, you stupid ass couldn't count that. Try it again. Whatever. Good enough. Pro grade 55. That sucks. I just like the trick attack goals and the competitions, so I just blow those away. Those are always my favorites. Oh. Whoa, that's close. Oh, I should have landed that. Yeah, Mob Psycho Season 2. Yeah, Mob Psycho. Show him in. Just, got confirmation of a continuation. I don't know if that means it's just going to be OVAs or if it's going to be another season, but probably another season. They did for One Punch Man, and it's made by the same exact people, so... I'm honestly expecting Mob Psycho to be aired on Toonami sometime in the future. Hello, AP, what's up? That is not true, Samantha. I know Ned Luke, who is the actor for Michael in GTA 5, and I did ask him about that once, and he said no. That was nothing. Like, they recorded things for like stuff that was gonna, like, the extra stuff that ended up in the PS4 version, but there's no like entire story DLC or anything like that. It's not happening, and it's never gonna happen. It wasn't happening before. It's just clickbaiters on YouTube who are like, could it be? Getting a bunch of people's hopes up. Like, no, you fucking idiots. Go away. Nobody likes you. I am totally down for Mob Psycho to be on Toonami. I would get cable just to watch that on Toonami. Be like, yeah! Yeah, some of the DLC in GTA Online were really good. Like, I remember the Halloween update was really cool. Lowrider was pretty cool. Heists were alright. Even the Tron update wasn't that bad. A little out of character, but still not that bad. It was still pretty fun. The yacht was kind of fun. They used to just add weapons from time to time, and it was like, oh, cool, here they added a few weapons, a few cars, and it actually felt like an update. Now it's just like, check out this gimmicky shit. It's like, no, this is kind of bad. And I hate to say that, because I absolutely love Rockstar. But it's not even really them making these decisions, I don't think. Did they ever fix GTA San Andreas on PS4? I don't think so. I don't think they did. And I'm not buying it on PS4. I know they didn't fix GTA 3 and Vice City. I have San Andreas on PS2 and PS3. And I'm not spending $15 just to get it on PS4, a watered down version. There's no fucking way now I'm doing that. I bought so many copies of GTA games. I can't justify spending any more money on that. Especially with shark cards. They're making enough. They don't need my 15. Yeah, all the PS2 ports are pretty broken on PS4. There's a lot of issues, audio issues, and stuttering issues. Because I think it's using software emulation. And if it's not, then it's really poorly optimized. I brought some of these glitches, especially all the sound glitches, to their attention like 2 years ago, and they never fixed it. On mobile, I don't know. I know that it was ported to mobile by a different company. It was third party, and I think it might have been like 4J or something, because they do a lot of that stuff. I don't have it here to see it, but you want to draw Tome characters as Mario characters? Yeah, me and Chris are streaming tomorrow night. I'm gonna play Mario World for the first time. 3 was fun because I was familiar with it. I don't know anything about this other one. I'm gonna suck at it so bad, I'm sure. You should draw GC as... A lot of people have been drawing GC as Mario. And I'm okay with that, because it's kind of funny. Somebody drew GC with a mustache, like a Mario mustache, and the hat and stuff. It was so cute. And Curb was, like, on GC's back. Dude, I'm telling you. I'm seriously telling you, dude. Garlic. It works amazing. It's disgusting. Eat a few garlic cloves. If you feel like you're getting sick, you'll be sick for a day. It knocks it out of your system within a couple of days. For me, anyway, a couple of days. When I get sick, I'm usually sick for a week. Or sometimes even longer if it's really bad. Well, with just eating garlic straight up, it cures you immediately. It's the best thing to fight off infection, like before it really sets in. Either infection or virus. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. What sucks about the PS3 version of San Andreas is it's a port from the mobile game. So they took the game from PS2. So they took the PlayStation 2 version. No, I'm sorry. The PC version. I think it was the PC because couldn't have been PS2. It didn't look that good. The PC version ported the PC version to mobile and then ported the mobile version to PS3. That makes no sense. None whatsoever. The audio quality is shit. Yep, it's a port. It even has the same menu from the mobile GTA games. Hey Jacob, thank you. I've had a lot of practice. Been playing Tony Hawk games since 1999. And I played it with Tony himself a couple times. When I was younger, I used to play music for the X Games X Trials. And when that was being done locally, in my hometown as a kid, Tony Hawk was there. And, and I was playing drums, my brother was playing guitar, and we're just all hanging out. And Tony was there, Matt Hoffman was there. But Tony was talking about his games, and they had his games there, and I got to play Pro Skater 4 with him, or 3 or 4. And I kicked his ass, and he's like, I've never seen anyone play it like you, and I'm like, yeah! So that was pretty neat. He was pretty neat. He signed a couple things for me, and I still have the signature somewhere. God, so many years ago now. Nope, I don't have cheat codes on. You have San Andreas PS2 port on PS? Oh, you have the digital one, not the disc one. Yeah, the disc one is the mobile port. Yeah, if you buy the disc one, you can either buy... so there's two versions you can get on PS3 and 360. You can get the mobile one, which is considered the upgraded one, which, yeah, graphically it's slightly better, I guess-ish. But the audio is fucked, and they cut a whole bunch of stuff from the game, so it's not really it's not really worth it. It's like 20 bucks anyway. You're better off just getting the digital PS2 version on PS3 or PS4. PS3 I'd say because it plays better, for sure. Duh, AP. But yeah, you guys should totally vandalize my BTVA page. Because they won't update my picture, and it makes me sad. Let's see, did anybody vandalize it yet? Nope. Sad face. A little less trick spamming. Yeah. I trick spam like crazy. I knew that was coming. Yeah. You would, Chaotic. I wasn't a huge fan of GTA 4. To answer your question, I got to play early. I was invited by Rockstar to check it out and record voices for the game. And I was really impressed by like the graphics and like the animations and stuff, but the physics were a pain in the ass. I really just couldn't get around how slow the character ran and how gritty the game felt. It was just weird. I'm in this game, but only in the PS2 and PSP versions, or at least like the previous gen versions. So I guess that includes original Xbox version too. But I'm not in the like good version, which is this one. No, PSP version of this game. Oh no, you've been staying up till 4 or 5? Well, I hope you don't have anything important to do. I used to play Skate 3 all the time. The character creator sucked in the skate games. It was like, here's one face and 2 shirts in one body type. Have fun, jerk. They wanted you to pay for all the clothing. Fuck that nonsense. Pay for the clothing that's already in the game. Ugh, it's a disgrace. Later, face puncher. Thanks for popping in. I used to get kicked out of playing this game on the 360 and the PS2 Tony Hawk games because everybody thought I was cheating. Because my score would always be in like the several millions, and people thought that was impossible. I'm a little bit rusty, but I'm okay, I guess. Thug on Game Boy Advance. I never played. I didn't even know those games exist on Game Boy Advance. An updated port of GTA 4 on PS4, Xbox One for the 10th anniversary. I doubt it. I haven't heard anything about that. And, I mean, even if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to say anything, but, I don't think it's gonna happen. It might be some, like, crappy digital port. That's probably all it is. Oh, I didn't see your question? What's that? Sorry. Dude, I miss my PSP. It won't turn on anymore. I miss it so fucking bad. I used to play Project 8 on it. I used to play Underground 2 Remix on it. I used to play GTA, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories, and like a bunch of PS1 games. It was the fucking best. I have my Vita, but I don't like it as much. And I can't find one either. Like, I thought maybe I could find a used PSP for like 20 bucks somewhere, but I found them in like crappy beaten up refurb condition for like 75 bucks. I'm like, fuck no. On the PlayStation 2 Slim, it says your save data is corrupted, but when you load on your fat PS3, your save data load up. I don't know. That's weird. That I can't tell you. I'd have to actually see it to assess the problem. Yeah, I never had the 3000 or the Go. I just like the original model, but I would just want a model that lets me still use the UMDs, because I had a few games on UMD, and I don't want to rebuy them. It's so pointless. Oh god, my poor back. Power Stone for PSP? That was released on PSP? Your account got banned because you won in Xenoverse? That is really stupid. How much of this stuff can I do in real life? A lot of these tricks just not string together like this. I don't think many people can do that, if any. Damn. Aw, drawing me with Softy for my birthday? Yeah, that's fine, but my birthday's not for a few months. But yeah, that'd be cute. I will. Whoa, your PSP screen cracked and fluid gunked up the works? Ugh. I think GTA 6 is still gonna be this gen. They might do what they did with 5 and soup it up for next gen if it's something that's gonna be... I know GTA 6 is being worked on. I don't know how far they are with it. And I don't know when they plan on doing a PS5. I mean, PS4 is already a few years old. Actually, PS4. It's crazy. Because it still feels to me like it didn't totally get off the ground yet. I'm still waiting for something to be, like, amazing on the PS4. All I see are remasters and re-releases and shit.
Totally go pro. You're
Oh, damn. Can't believe I just landed that. Yeah, I got to play PT. It scared the shit out of me. Karina still has it on her PS4. I wouldn't recommend taking your memory card apart. If it works on one system, just use it on that. If anything, get another memory card and try duplicating it. Duplicate the data onto another card and try using that. Could be the card. No, GTA 6 isn't gonna be online only. They're not that stupid. I hope. Yeah, no problem. I'm here to help. Whoa. Yeah, I'm not good with horror games. Or horror or anything. I hate scary shit. I'm a huge wuss.
Hey, you.
Make fun of your situation? I don't know. I don't know if that would help me.
Any day now. Hey, buddy.
Let's see, bonus 360 bank drop indie. Like that? Okay. Backflip, bank drop, indie, pop shot. What? I don't even know what they want from me in this one. Like, what do you expect? That? Really? Timing is everything. Yeah, I used to kind of be forced to play the Slender games. I hated them so much. This is like the hardest thing to do on a skateboard in real life. This fucking shit. Ugh. It looks so easy, but it is not. Combo Mongo. Weird. Whoa. Whoa, you see that T-pose? Yeah, I have no idea what you guys are, because I'm not a horror game person, so I have no idea. I can't contribute, sorry. Yep. 2 a.m. over here. Should get back to sleep soon. So I'm dyeing my hair like a moss green. And I found the exact dye I need to use. I just have to find a salon that supplies it, and we'll apply it.
Jerk.
But if it looks good, I'll keep it. Draw me trying to teach Curb how to skate. Oh. Does this swing all the way around or something? I have no idea what I'm supposed to... What do you want from me, game? it's there. Okay. Good Christ alive. I think that'd be it, right? Tits. Really good speed, I guess. I don't know where the sick one is supposed to be. But it's nowhere around. Let's see. Oh hey Ash, what's up? So focused on this thing. Let's see. Okay, so we're coming around here. It's up here? Can't be. I have no idea where the third one is. Oh, wait a sec. Is that it? No. It is? No, bullshit. That's gotta be from something else. Oh, it is. Okay, I was gonna say. Whoa! "20 people watching me bust my ass. Virtually. I wish I could live stream me actually skateboarding. That'd be pretty fun. I don't know how, but... Magic? Magic, I guess? Or something? Hit the target. What? I did hit the target, you shitbag. This fucking... These challenges were always super Nazis. It's like, it must be exactly here. Oh my god. Alright, that's it. Whoop. Oh, snap. Crackle. Fuck. I was just skating backwards. Let's see what happens when I do minutes. I tried to get off my board. I'm achieve sick on this thing. I know I can do it. Here we go. Sick. Sweet. I did the thing. I was thinking the same thing. Imagine the gravity going backwards. I was thinking the same thing. Damn it. Whoops. Damn it, chaotic. Imagine a world without Sonic 06. Herb likes Sonic 06. I think at least the music thing. I think he said Sonic 06 was like his favorite Sonic game or something like that. He said something that I was like, are you serious? Because I've never played it, but apparently it was garbage. Everybody tells me that it sucked. He's the only person who's like, it was good. Here's something. Look at the sign. Look at the texture. This game is from 11 years ago, and you can actually read what it says. So why is it 11 years later we still get games where we can't read what the fuck a sign says? It's too blurry. god, I made it to sick. That was amazing. Sweet. Good Christ. Oh god, big rigs. Yeah, it's probably the worst thing ever. I don't even know what that is. The game was ahead of its time in the sense that it was broken on launch and they tried to patch it later. They did that before all the major companies started doing that. So, me and Ben Diskin were playing Mafia 3. I got pretty far in it. Him and his dad were both in the game. We hear his dad in the game a lot. Anyway, when we played the game for the first time, we had to wait for the patch to finish downloading and installing. So we just said, screw it, let's just play it from the disc for the time being. We did, and it's the most broken thing we've ever seen. It was horrible. Mafia 3 was amazing when it was patched, but we played the first few hours of it unpatched, and it was impossible. The sky was shifting and moving by itself. It would change from day to night to day to night, like every few seconds. The weather would change, the lighting would change, shadows would randomly just be in places. It looked like a giant plane was flying overhead constantly. Everything would just have a huge shadow, and then it would go away, and it would come back. Characters had these weird, like, black lines on them, which is usually something that happens when there's a memory overload. And this is for PS4, so out of the box, I mean, that game is not playable. It's basically unplayable. But I mean, we later patched it, like, later that night, and it was actually, like, really good. I never played No Man's Sky, but, if it's really just, like, space exploration and stuff, I mean, that could be fun. I don't know. I didn't play it, so I can't say for sure. There might be some truth to what people are saying, but I don't know. I'd like to play it before I make a decision. Before I could really make any comment on it. Oh no, the soundtrack is so good in the game. I mean, how bad can it be though? I mean, I could probably find it for like $5. If I could just go from planet to planet and mine resources and stuff and just explore space and stuff for $5, that's not that bad. Plus they patched it, right? I remember hearing about a huge patch like a year ago. Ben.
Fellas in the lodge would love this.
It's so funny randomly hearing Ben just go cool in the background like every minute. Well, here's the thing, is never pre-order a game. Especially if you don't know what you're gonna get. You're telling the companies that they're gonna get your money and they're gonna get the game regardless of them really finishing it and doing a good job on it. Pre-orders, I really feel, have hindered a lot of the quality in games over the last decade. That's the problem, Chaotic. I don't know anyone who has it. I mean, I'm sure it is kind of a piece of crap, but what are you gonna do? I mean, for those who spent $60 on it, that's their fault. Pictures done and tweeted? Oh, no way. Hold on. Check this out. Let's see. Oh my god. That is awesome. Oh my god. That is killer. There it is. I just tweeted it, or I put it in the chat. That is fun. That's so cute. I have to respond and just be like, Majestic. you do that on your 3DS? Whoa. Trump ripped off the Secret Service and they're no longer protecting him right now. Whoa. Oh man. That is one of the weirdest things I have ever heard.
Your stack is soaring, kid.
He ripped off the Secret Service and he basically walked.
That's it right there.
Holy shit. That's amazing. Oh, God. Edit me into everyday scenarios. It really is the biggest disaster. Well, hopefully you won't have a cabinet left. Maybe everybody will be impeached. Wouldn't that be nice? Inforged? I don't know. Whoa! Go through the wall. I love the picture. It's super cute. Thank you for that. Where'd I hear what thing? The Trump thing? It's trending on Twitter right now. A bunch of people are covering it. Apparently it happened like last night. I think politics would be more entertaining if I didn't live in this country. Keeping up with the Trumps. Ugh. What an ugly name too. It's like, oh, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom and take a wicked Trump. Like, it just sounds like shit. Literally. Politics suck, period. I can't wait for him to just be gone. And because of this, I mean, if the Secret Service walked out and was like, fuck you, for ripping him off, it is kind of funny in a sad way, but I mean, he just made too many enemies by doing stupid, stupid, stupid things. Right, Ash? It really is. Everything's like super legible.
This town.
Who needs physics anyway? Final Fantasy 15. I have not played that. A couple of my friends are in it though. Hello, ex Ghost Rises. I have Overwatch. I'm not that good at it. For PS4. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the Kingdom Hearts stuff. It was explained to me, and it's like it's too much for me to care. Basically. Huh. Weird. Giant element poster thing, banner. Shin Megami Tensei? No idea what that is. I'm out of the loop, you see. Damn, Ash. GameCube was your first Nintendo thing? Nintendo exposure? It's actually kind of surprising. There's no Quicksilver 2. It's just 1, 3, and 4. This shirt reminds me of the original Xbox 360 like style, like the ripple looking thing. Old school. Let's see. Oh gosh, top of the hour. I'm probably gonna call it there. So another 12 minutes, and then I'll wrap it up. First ever video game you've ever played? Probably Super Mario. Yeah, I kind of miss those days too. You'd buy a game and you'd actually get the full game, no DLC. Oh, there's this moron Paul Hanks on Twitter, and he says, I raise my kids to hate gays and that it's not accepted in our family. It's like, thanks for letting me know, you fucking turd. You just make me really want to hurt you badly. Why do people suck? I don't get it. What a fucking punchable face he has, too. Ugh. Can suck a fart. Some idiot named, was it Paul Hanks on Twitter? To me. Like, cool, you're poor kids. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna be calling it a night in a couple of minutes. Well, sounds like a lot of kids over there's faces should be introduced to the ground. Yeah, it's almost 3 a.m. over here. Yeah. His statements about trans and military. I've actually enlisted in the Air Force last week as a fuck you to him. So go ahead and try to keep me out of the Air Force. You orange bitch. Sony's charging $100 for PS Now for a year? Who uses PS Now anyway? Chaotic dude, you gotta get some sleep, man. Don't fucking die. Christ. They should just do away with it entirely. Put that money and effort into making real backwards compatibility solutions for the PlayStation. Enough for this PS Now bullshit. Nobody likes it. It's too expensive. It doesn't work well. It's crappy. And it really makes me want to play backwards compatible things on Xbox because PlayStation has none. And I refuse to buy a game for a 4th time. If you bought it on disc, you bought it digitally, then you bought it on like PSN. And if you bought, for example, if you bought like Vice City or something on PSN, on PS3, you can't just download it, you have to buy it again on PS4. And you have to buy each game you've already owned and have already bought several times. Buy it again, fucker. Like, no, that's not a viable solution. It's stupid. Yeah, I love the console too, and I love the PlayStation brand. But the last PlayStation system I actually really loved was 3. I don't get much out of the 4. I mean, it's such a weird system. I feel like it's mostly just rehashes, remakes, re-releases, and indie games. There's nothing on the PS4 that really just cooks for me, except for maybe Fallout 4. I mean, Fallout 4, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I mean, that game came out on previous gen as well, so I can't really even say. All the games I have on PS4 exist on PS3, and they're just about as good. Well, if PS4 is not capable of backwards compatibility, then they better damn well make the PS5 fully backwards compatible. And I mean PS1, 2, 3, 4. That is how you make a system. And make it so it's optional. Have a certain kind of system that is like one that's fully backwards compatible that maybe costs like double the money, and just have the basic one, which is plays PS5 games. Thank you, Ryan. Too Trump proud. Yeah, right. I'll be fighting him. Backwards compatibility is fine. When you don't have backwards compatibility, that's when you get remakes. That's the problem. Yeah, Xbox One and PS4, it does kind of feel like a lame console generation. It really does. I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels that. I mean, like, I'm playing my PS3 more than ever now. It's like, I have my PS4. It's like, what the fuck do I have to play that I don't have already on PS3? My PS3, I could play PS1 games too, and PS2 games, so why the fuck? I mean, I like the PS4, yeah, but I like the PS4 better than the Xbox One. The interface, the style. I'm a PlayStation person over Xbox. But I just really wish that it could be... I don't know. I feel like this generation just lacks innovation. I mean, you've got Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out soon. Well, coming out next year, but it looks amazing. But that's about it. You're gonna get like one good game from these companies for this generation because it takes so long to make. If PS Now had PS1 and PS2 games on it, would it satisfy me? No, because it still plays like shit, and it's way over expensive. I still wouldn't pay that money because I just don't have that kind of money. I have the games already. And having to rent a digital, the internet here is amazing. And when I tried PS Now twice, I did the trial twice. It was like watching a YouTube video on 360p, and it was a little bit delayed. I remember playing Red Dead on it, and I was like, this is hard to play. It looks like a crappy quality YouTube video that I'm watching. Yeah, PS4 and Xbox One are just like remakes, remasters. It's all you're getting from companies. right now, and it sucks. Last gen had amazing games: Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, GTA 4, GTA 5. You had the Wipeout games. You had the Tomb Raider reboot, Red Dead Redemption, Skyrim. Just to name a few. Tony Hawk games, at least this one, that was the last good one on PS3. There's a Twisted Metal game that was out. PlayStation Home was fucking awesome. Just a lot of good stuff. And I feel like there's just not much at all on PS4. After 4 years. 4 years. And there's not that much. I mean, that sucks. That's pretty bad. It really is. Yeah, I haven't played Persona either. Yeah, Nier is pretty good, yeah. But honestly, Nier could have been on PS3, you know what I mean? Like, games like that are like... I feel like these games were just pushed into the PS4 because it's just what the industry started to use. But other than that, there's there's Nier, there's Fallout 4, you know, there's some good games, but it's no contest from last generation. You can only deal with so many Call of Duty games every year before you just say enough. No, I like Tomb Raider better than Uncharted, but I do like Uncharted a lot, though. I didn't play 4, though. I had so many good games for PS3. I don't have many of them with me here, but it just makes me wish that this generation was just extended. Or just release a more powerful PS3. That way you could still have backwards compatibility. I don't understand why they had to change so much. The architecture of the PS4 is kind of weird. Not as weird as PS3's, I guess. There's a lot of issues with it. It's kind of finicky, but anything Sony's always been finicky. Yeah, I remember that. Back in the day, Uncharted was called Dude Raider. Now Tomb Raider is apparently the Uncharted ripoff. Funny how that works. Yeah, Persona 5 is on PS3 as well. Yep, it is. Nope, it really is. I saw it in the store the other day called Game Dude. And I'm like, oh, Persona 5, PS3, and it was cheaper. It was like 30 bucks. And the PS4 one was like 40 bucks. It's like, well, what's the freaking difference? No, I'm certainly not giving up voice acting. I'm in the middle of recording for a show right now, and I still have a few shows that I'm gonna be reprising my roles in. So I'm certainly not quitting, but it's gonna be something that's taking up my time. I'm gonna be basically on reserves. No, yeah, Persona 5 looks the exact same, as does Need for Speed Rivals. I actually did check it out on PS3 because I was curious. It looks just about as good as the PS4 version. Oh yeah, Gamefly, I remember that. Oh, did they release any more videos for Need for Speed Paycheck? Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider looks amazing on 360, by the way. I first beat it on 360, and then I played it on Xbox One after, and yeah, it looks better on the Xbox One, but it still looks amazing on the 360 for what they did with it. Rise of the Tomb Raider should have been on PS3 as well, but it wasn't because Xbox didn't want it to be. Which sucks. I would have played it on PS3 as well as PS4. Infamous 2 had condoms for what? For pre-order? Oh, jeez. Why? Ugh. That's stupid. I remember that, the bikini dead body bust. I remember that. That was controversial. Yeah, everybody likes Lara Croft. The Saints Row. Yeah, I think it was 4. It was like a $2,000 pre-order. Oh god, I remember that. It was so stupid. Definitely get the next Tomb Raider game on PS4. It's the only way to play it. Alright, it is 3:14. It's pie time. It's 3:14. I should go and get back to sleep. Gotta make some calls in the morning. Fun. So yeah, I think I'm gonna head out right about now. But let's see. Well, check this channel because I'll be posting some stuff soon. A couple of announcements very soon. Some shows I'm working on, some games I'm working on. And follow me on Twitter at Casey the VA. That's about it for the night. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow on Curb's channel. Web3. Web3. Alright. Good night, my loves. And until next time, see ya.